Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition. This is the edition specifically for people who want to improve their manifesting abilities. And we do that in a very focused, simple way. First of all, there's only going to be one picture on your screen for the next 12 minutes or so, and that is this picture you see in front of you. This is the tarot layout for today. And I do that specifically. Do not want visual distractions of any kind. You are looking at a 2D screen. When you observe a 2D screen, television, desktop, laptop, your phone, you are a spectator, not a participator. Now, for entertainment purposes, that's fine. Great. Little short period burst of that. You do it more often than that, your imagination actually gets dimmer. You, in some ways, get dumber. You have a tougher time imagining, making the pictures in your head because you're looking at the pictures on the screen. So this is the only thing that you're going to have for the next dozen minutes or so. This picture. That's the way every reading is. Now, I noticed many people tell me that they close their eyes, listen to the reading, and kind of get in a meditative state. That's very good, very smart, because that opens up your imagination. The goal here is to inspire you, to get you to dig into your subconscious, or better yet, let your subconscious come out, and then you paint the pictures, the sounds, the feelings. You create it. When you do that, you are improving your imagination and improving your ability to manifest. That's the whole point. You. In a very positive way, not in a narcissistic way. So, here we have the spread for today. Bottom row is where we begin. Middle card is where we actually begin with the oracle card, Milk and Honey. Interesting. Milk and honey. Now, in the ancient past, even ancient by my standards, that is back thousands of years ago, the idea of milk and honey was a very positive combination. Because you could, for all intents and purposes, have lived on milk and honey alone. This was before the age where they homogenized, where they pasteurized, where the milk was raw and delicious. If you have never had raw milk in your life, hard to find, but if you do, try it. It's tremendous, positive. And it's loaded with all kinds of great things. Honey, the same thing. In fact, we have, within the past few years anyway, I can't remember exactly, but we have discovered some honey from ancient Egypt. They found out it was still edible, still tasted great, still had the natural powers that the food had. Thousands of years ago, still good today. It's the only food that does that. Raw, pure honey. So, when we are talking milk and honey, we are talking abundance and a level of comfort, because there is abundance. I mean, stop and think, living in a world where they have not messed your food up, where you literally could have raw milk and raw honey and live off of those things. And it's a pretty nice combination, because it's kind of like raw milk is sort of creamy, very, very, very good taste. And then, of course, raw honey, we don't have to sell honey. But raw honey, even better than the stuff that you buy in the store. Powerful stuff. So abundance and comfort, milk and honey. Okay, so that's the theme. Let's go to the left side of the front row, Four of Cups. Four of Cups really simply is boredom. Could be self-absorption, kind of narcissism, and that's possible. But I think more often than not, it's just boredom. To the point where you can't distinguish between anything. Now, normally cups would be emotion, positive emotion, love, friendship, those kinds of things. But here, it is society saying, ooh, take this, ooh, take this, ooh, take this. It's going to make you happy. And at this point, you're going, you know what, don't hand me any more, because I know that's baloney. It's not going to make me happy. This stuff that I have now doesn't make me happy, and quite contrary to that. So it's a position where you are rejecting the things that you are attached to or have been conditioned to be attached to. This is one of the things that's creating a serious problem for us right now, and that's this comfort. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. So they give you all this electronic stuff. Oh yeah, here's the phone. Look, it's got everything on there. Oh, you can do this with. Oh, you don't really need money. Here, let's let the government print the money, but it's not. We're not even going to print it. We're simply gonna make up the numbers, and you'll have to have a chip, and then you don't have to carry any money with you. You can buy whatever you want to buy. You can do whatever you want to do. Of course, they can control you completely, but that doesn't matter. It's very easy. Oh, it's very easy, convenient. Ooh, baby, convenient. Love that word. And so we've sold ourselves for some false convenience and security. And now the Four of Cups says, I'm catching on to this game. I'm catching on to this game. The stuff that was very attractive to me was not nearly as useful as what I thought it could be, what I was told it would be. So you're kind of rejecting, but at this point it's putting you in boredom. And boredom, by definition, will weaken your imagination, weaken your ability to manifest, because you're just not connected anymore. But that's going to change. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. We are just on the verge of Mercury going forward. Pluto has just gone retrograde. We have a new moon coming up. There are other astrological points that say this is the great time to quit being bored. Look to your future. Look to something that plugs you back into your life. That's what the Wands are all about. Excitement, enthusiasm, positivity. Plug back into your life. Quit being a spectator, be a participator. And so that's what the Three of Wands is. He has two wands behind him, so decision has been made. And he's holding the third, that's his vision of a future. He's not bored with his future. He sees possibilities, and that's what you need to. But to do that, you got to have the strength to let go of your addictions. We all have it. You know, it's kind of funny. As I said, we have been sold a bill of goods in many, many, many ways, but let's just say technology. Up through the 80s and 90s and into this century, it seemed like, Star Trek revisited. Wow, man, it's all this great, cool stuff, all this technology. But in the intervening decades, we became trapped. We became addicted. That's what the devil energy is all about. The devil gets blamed for a lot of things. In the 60s, early 70s, there was a comedian who said, "Devil made me do it." Flip Wilson was, I think, his name. Devil made me do it. No, devil didn't make you do it. The devil inside of you made you do it. We sign on to this stuff. Now, we were sold a bill of goods. We were told it was this thing and it was something else. We're finding out that all of our freedom, all of our independence is ready to go out the door. We are ready to become electronic slaves. I think you're aware of that. I think you're feeling it. You want to go back to land, or maybe for the first time in your life, go back to a land of milk and honey, abundance and comfort. Not comfort in the way we were sold, but in comfortability within your own skin. Comfortable with you and who you are. So instead of being bored, the Three of Wands says, let's be positive, let's be optimistic, let's have a vision. But to have that vision, we have to have the strength to let the devil go. We have to get rid of our addictions. And one of them, as bizarre as it sounds now, might be not leaning so much on electronics, technology. Because at this point, if you are aware at all, you know that it is a tool that is being used against you. They are already tracking you, how you use your cell phone. In fact, I heard a story just the other day that with this banking fiasco, and it's all set up, it's all planned, it's coming down because they want to get us into electronic currency that the Fed will control. So banks are starting to come down. But now the credit companies in terms of giving you credit, are checking your phone. How often do you recharge your phone? Now, how the hell do they know that? Technology. They are following you more than you realize. The more you plug in your phone, the better break they'll give you if you want to buy on credit, which I would strongly advise against, considering what's going on with the banking and the dollar and all of that stuff. But you want to get away from that. You want a land of abundance, a land of comfort, milk and honey, something that sustains you. But you're going to have to change your paradigm. You have the strength to do it. You can do this. Break your addictions. Let's go up top. King of Pentacles says you are valuable, you are worthwhile. Focus on that. You have worth. You have value. And the King of Pentacles says, yes, you do. He makes the proclamation. Very, very important. Coming up after that, we got the Five of Swords, which is a victory. Conflict. There's been a conflict. Swords are thoughts, ideas. There have been a conflict of ideas within you, within society. People are kind of figuring out, where am I being lied to? Why am I being lied to? What do I do about it? And then following that up is the King of Wands, positivity, enthusiasm. So you have two kings here in the same row. King of Pentacles, you are worthwhile. King of Wands said, please get plugged into a life that means something to you. Don't let them determine what is valuable to you. You do that for yourself. That's what's going to set you free. That's what's going to give you this land of milk and honey, this abundance and comfort that you are absolutely desperate for. And the next card up is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands talks about defiance, taking a stand, taking the offensive. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your ability to live as an independent human being. That means you're going to have to be responsible. Oh, that's a bad word, responsible. But you're going to have to take charge. And the final card is the vice versa card in reverse. It says it all, really. It's the moon. It's intuition. It's being aware that you have been lied to, that you're not seeing everything, and that this new moon coming up in this coming week may give you an opportunity for some insight to see through the illusion and delusion that has been making you afraid and making you a prisoner in your own life, such as it is. You know what you want. You know what you need. Now, you may not know how to get there exactly. That's not the point. Break the bonds of bondage. Start thinking for yourself. Start feeling for yourself. Value yourself. And then just one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. You're going to see that will pay huge dividends in the very near future. We're at a very critical point where our whole value system is being tipped. It's being bent, folded, mutilated. And so far, there has not been an outcry. Some point, maybe there will be. But you can begin with you. Milk and honey. You can have that feeling in your life. God bless you. Go full force. Believe in yourself. And just one foot in front of the other. Doesn't all have to be done in one day. One foot in front of the other. Let the revelation take you to this land of abundance and comfort, this land of milk and honey. That's the reading for today. Back tomorrow with another one. I think we're going to do the weekend reading, the Tau Trifecta. I'm pretty sure that'll be coming up tomorrow. In any event, it will be another tarot manifesting reading. I hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings. And always, always try to live an inspired life.